It's chewy. It is always worth going for the triple cap. It just scores you so many more points, and if you already have 2, you definitely have map control. So it's almost always worth it to go in. It's kind of situational when you should or shouldn't, but you definitely need the kills first. You don't want to overextend for the triple cap on your own, especially. You definitely need to do it with a teammate, but you want to try to go for the triple cap when you get numbers, so you're going to have an advantage, and force them to spawn like sporadically around the map. Typically on like rig, it would be on barrels. On Plaza, it would be like top cafe ramp, I think is the spawn. I'm not even 100% sure. It'd either be there or it'd be in near yard when you're trip capping, but 100% should always go for the trip cap. You just score so many points off of it. I'm going to turn them back up here for you.
I'm just going to try to watch over shield. Flowers.
Yo, he's going for it right now. He's got shots. He's got shots.
I got him. Nice shot.
They just got sniper.
I'm soaring yellow. I hear you, Justin. Push him.
I got the S guy.
Nice shot. Stop side.
Cafe ramp. I'm gonna die. They spawn top cafe ramp. Bottom side.
It's really unfortunate that Justin died there. He got cleaned up by the one guy or the spawner, because we had 3 dead off the start of the game.
I got him.
I'm going top guard and Eric spawned flowers.
Guys, I don't know where that
Watch out.
Oh man, I'm not sure who that is, but
And top side sniping. Pushers Justin, he's behind the pillar, behind the pillar.
I don't know how he doesn't have help yet.
I'm at LR.
Spawn bottom return. I spawned on an SMG.
I got needed out. He's still at.
Someone try to push out with me. I'm
trying to live. He's got potions coming to you right now. I'm trying to live.
I hear you.
I'm at loop.
One thing cafe, I'm one shot.
Absolute cafe.
I hear you, posters.
Posters absolute. I got him.
I hear you.
Snipe you guys.
I have no help.
I'm pushing snipe. I'm soaring snipe.
I don't know where he's at.
Probably
Yo,
bail.
he's
I'm not
sniping.
either.
There's 2 guys at.
We're trying to cafe. There's 2 in cafe.
Sniper guy.
Hayden recognized that they're rotating around right now, so he's flying to snipe because he knows that they're being aggressive on the rest of his team.
Watch out my nades.
You have a sniper in yard. And there's no one.
This game type has kind of changed the way it's been played lately. It used to be focused mostly around like loop control, which is still really important. But more often than not, I see a lot of teams try to like just rotate now. They'll just make rotations and try to go around from spawn to spawn on the map. You want to try to force teams to spawn yard and be stuck in there. Obviously, you get all the weapons and the power-ups out here, but if you can have complete map control, that's ideal.
Still night.
I got the bottom center guy.
One cafe.
Cafe guys.
Jumping side 4. I'm in 4.
I should get him.
I'm in one shot. Overshield him soon.
Overshield 10 seconds.
Overshield soon. I'm pushing glass.
Bottom side. At snipe.
I know.
One shot at
Are you
snipe.
snipe? Overshield.
Overshield.
I'm at OS. I'm not gonna
Just
get it.
early.
Yeah, stay alive.
Nice job.
I burnt it. I got a 51 overshield.
It was a really good job, at least, to making sure we get the burn. There wasn't much communication for like who's watching what there though.
Yo, they're top guard. They know
I'm
where
gonna
they're
turn them down a little bit.
Top garden, I one shot.
I'm here.
I'm gonna keep it up. I'm just gonna turn this down. It's just kind of frustrating that they didn't like talk about who was gonna be doing what for that OS. It's just kind of like a free for all, whether or not is actually gonna be anyone's gonna be going for it.
I was trying to get top.
It doesn't seem like communication is really that great right now.
Trying. I'm gonna die. There's 2 fire though. 2 fire. They're coming. Two snipe. Shut top side.
Try to live.
Sorry. Watch another one. Snipe ramp. I saw cafe here. I hear.
I shot
one.
I'm trying to help you.
He's at
Hey,
anti
I'm soaring snipe. Bottom kill, one shot. Blue truck on me.
I don't mean, one shot episode on me.
Good one, I'm watch out guys. I can't see snipe.
Well, that was pretty good.
There was a guy in flowers.
I know, I'm trying
He just stayed alive long enough for his teammates to come help him, which is obviously ideal.
Aiden's trying to live. He's gonna have help in a second. They're right next to you.
Good one. Hey, another one on my top side. I don't watch out. Watch out top nest. Watch out nest. Challenge you guys.
He should die here.
How many push sides?
I died.
Here.
I got one.
Try to the bear.
There's another guy at snipe.
Trying to help you, Eric.
I'm going top guard.
I feel like right now, I mean, just listening to them, it seems like we're confused about what we want to be doing on this game type right now, even though we just went over this not very long ago. Can you guys hear me okay over them when I'm talking like this, or does it help if I turn them down?
I'm crouching behind nest.
Hopefully you guys can still hear me. It just seems like we're confused about what we want to be doing because the communication is just almost all about like callouts, not like what areas of the map we want to be controlling or where we need to be pushing.
You're there.
I hear. Yeah, that's my kill.
Bottom with kill right now.
He's sniping top. LR.
He's absolute LR.
Oh, the volume's good. Okay. Keep having to minimize this just to read the chat.
I just got spawned. What's on sniper ramp? Nice, I'm on here.
Posters, the top hitter, they're on OS. OS is coming up, guys. OS, guys. OS.
OS guys here. What time?
They got it.
One of the posters.
They got every OS this game, and I think every OS last game.
What about the other guy?
I could one. I died though. I could snipe. One's at LR, Eric. One's at LR.
He's gonna kill me.
We got two of them.
Gotta get it top.
He's weak as shit at life.
I try to stay alive up top.
He's bottom center. He's LR.
At life again.
Behind LR.
Is you guys there?
3 guys LR glass.
Two there.
Guys.
They're weak. I'm on shot though.
They're still there.
Behind the cafe. They're coming
Hey, I'm one shot.
I spawned snipe, dude. I'm trying to pinch. I'm trying to 8 build.
LR one shot. I could one. I one shot though.
Top guard, 1 shot. Absolutely. Hammy.
Watch LR, hold on guys.
Fly ref right now.
I got sniped cafe.
Sniping
Sniper cafe.
Yeah, that's my here.
We're not very good at this game type.
Yes.
Even though we literally just talked about this a few days
I'm trying to
ago.
help you, Eric.
I
He's
can't see him.
dead weak.
On me. He's weak here.
I hear
We just don't really control anything.
It wasn't him.
Don't jump up. Don't
And ideally in this game type, I feel like you want to try to control
I'm
snipe,
on
obviously, but you need to be spread out. Like you need to be controlling loop, but still have angles to like watch top garden and watch where they're pushing.
What's absolutely target?
Top dip, one top dip. I'm
Rifle.
in garden.
There's just been zero control this whole game.
He's right here on the corner. He's
Hiding snipe. I'm hiding snipe guys.
I have a sniper with me as well.
He's still here.
One shot.
I shot. Another guy shot me. I shot on him. He's 1 shot now.
Cafe sniping. He's
Uh,
weak.
I'll get him.
Here
He's
cafe.
dead.
Here cafe. One flower's weak. One flower's weak.
On me in yard. I'm trying to live.
Acid flowers,
I
cafe.
need help. He's
Watch our
gonna kill me.
flank.
Cafe.
Spawn bottom middle. Spawn bottom middle.
Anyways, one shot. Cafe ramp.
Trying to help cafe ramp.
Two cafe. One's at. I
He's
got
1 shot.
nated.
He can't help.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I did.
Top guard.
LR somewhere.
Absolute top guard.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of
He's gonna
these
be in
heals.
yard. They're gonna be here.
Yeah. Just play
Oh, yeah,
aggressive,
sniper in
really.
here. He's got weak in
I mean,
yard.
at this point, the game is over. But when you are in this type of situation, you just need to try to go one way. In strongholds, it's really good to try to avoid cafe always. It just doesn't have good angles. You kind of get trapped in there.
Like, there's 2 of us that died, and then we're still like sitting top center.
Yeah, it's important to try to listen to Jason here, or anyone who's talking. Really,
We're just bottom center a lot in that game type a lot too.
usually right after the game,
Yeah, no,
players
you
and
gotta
teams
take
will
that
just
over,
go
like,
over
it's fun
stuff
driving,
and talk
but
about
now
like what they did well and what they could have worked on. So you can usually learn a lot in between games if you're paying attention.
But we just end up bottom center so much, and you have no angles on anything, and then we're just like get weak, and then we're just jumping around trying to stay alive.
Yeah, what up, Lawrence Alpert?
And we spawn snipers.
I can try to answer some more questions, you guys.
Every time we do that, we just like get into that position, and we're trying our best to help that person from either like spawning
What a
snipers,
party.
and then the other guy pushes towards him to try and help him. But
I
instead, we should
definitely
just.
didn't know. And that's like.
No,
that's
I
like top
I
cap.
did it. I did it also. Eric, I did it like 2
I
times.
know you're not just saying to me, but
Try and get out of snipe
if
lift.
they have sniper
It just-
top cafe, I can't like no one can really lift up either.
I think we should lift up and just push out towards the loop. I feel like getting into hotel is like the least favorable position we could be in when they have complete control.